Welcome to UNews on the University Cable Network. UNews is the newscast from Buena Vista University. We will keep you updated with the most important and exciting happenings on campus. Before we begin, I want to say congratulations to the 2009 Homecoming King Kyle Sloth and Homecoming Queen Morgan Smith. I hope you all enjoyed the fun-filled homecoming week. Buena Vista University began offering an Army Reserve Officer Training Corps, so-called ROTC program this fall. Jared Gledhill is an assistant professor of military science and officer in charge of the ROTC program. The program teaches the basic essence of the leadership. Currently, there are 8 students involved in the military science program. More involvement is encouraged, and students don't need to have a desire to be in the Army in order to participate in the ROTC program. The Buena Vista University National Alumni Association honored several individuals over homecoming weekend to recognize their service to the university and to society. The awards were presented at a special ceremony on October 17th. Dr. Charles Slagle, Dr. Jamie Brower, Gary Laylone, and Dr. Robert Tolfstone were the honored recipients of the Henry Olson Award, Keith Briscoe Award, John Fisher Alumni Award, and Wendell Halverson Outstanding Friend Award. Today on YouTube, I will proudly introduce the living Beaver Scrapbook to you, Lanny Grigsby. The academic year of 2009 is a very significant year for Professor Grigsby.
Lanny Grigsby, Associate Professor of Mathematics, marks down 2009 as his 50th year of teaching at BVU. Professor Grigsby recalls coming to BVU as a first-year undergraduate student in the fall of 1956. Like any other first-year student, he did not know that he was going to fall in love with BVU for the next 50 years.
Buena Vista basically has been attractive to me in lots of ways. A small school atmosphere where you can, as a student, you can get all the help you want and so on. And I think we have some strong departments on campus and have had through the years. So I think Buena Vista education is as good as any place. And so I don't know. I don't see any reason why I need to leave, I guess. Okay, I can teach math here or someplace else, so I just will be here. Yeah.
As the most delightful memories, he recalls his diverse trip experiences, especially the trips to South Africa and Australia with students are some of his favorite memories. Grigsby also shares his love for sports as an athletic coach at Buena Vista University. Watching the quick movements and the achievements in the game still amazes him. Also in mathematics, the best moments for Professor Grigsby are to have students coming over with new ideas and approaches to the problem. Grigsby has high expectations for the students.
So I just say, work a little harder. Trust your teachers and professors to be guiding you along the right line because they really know where you should go. And so I just say, work a little harder, be a better student.
Grigsby recalls the delightful moment in his teaching when he was impressed by 3 students who handed in the difficult problems with 3 different approaches to solve the problem. Seeing students' creative solutions keep him motivated and presents a pleasant happiness. I'm Lena Yu for UNews on the UCN.
Dr. Grigsby is planning to teach maximum 2 more years. However, his passion for teaching never ends, just as he constantly loved BVU for 50 years. Coming up next on the UNews, I'll be back with more news and more happenings at Buena Vista University. Stay tuned.
Oh, don't tell me you're out looking for Sasquatch by yourself again. Shh, I'm really close this time. It's right over there in that thicket. And what are you going to do if you catch him? I'll get famous. More like you'll get dead. What? I thought Sasquatch were harmless vegetarians. That's a common misconception. Those beef jerky commercials can be pretty funny, but messing with the real Sasquatch is no laughing matter. Most Sasquatch attacks end in death and or dismemberment. Why do you think there's so few reports? I guess I had no idea. If you think there's a Sasquatch or Bigfoot, Yeti, or skunk ape in the area, leave immediately. There's no telling how the animal's going to react to your presence.
What do I do if I encounter a Sasquatch?
When you're in a safe area, contact a local paranormal investigator or cryptozoologist, like the folks at Photon Toaster.
How do I know if I'm in Sasquatch territory?
Look for the signs: clumps of brown or gray fur stuck in tree branches, pungent scent markings, and large footprints indicating big feet.
Great. Well, now I know that Sasquatch safety is my responsibility.
And using these tips, we can guarantee that ground chuck stays off the menu.
For more tips like these, visit photontoaster.com.
Welcome back to UNews on the UCN. Tom Massell has been named as the new Academic and Cultural Events Series Program Director and has begun his duties in this position. With handful experiences in event planning, Massell is now in charge of the overall management of the ACES program, handling the scheduling of the cultural events of the ACES. Massell makes the contact with the agents, hires the performers, and sets the dates for them to perform on campus. A group of 9 Buena Vista University students traveled to Newton, Iowa to volunteer at the Iowa Mission of Mercy, so-called IMOM, free clinic. The clinic benefited students by allowing them to work directly with patients, see a number of procedures, and see a healthcare crisis at a personal level. Students assisted in each part of the process by escorting patients from area to area. Here now we have Corbett Butler with us to give us the sports. Hey Corbett, how's the sports looking at BV?
Well, Lena, sports have been very active this week. This past week was homecoming here at Beaver Nation. Campus was brimming with activity, both on and off the field. I'm Corbett Butler, and here are some of the highlights from homecoming 2009. The BVU men's soccer team traveled to Luther College to square off against the Luther North on October 14th. After 4 first-half goals, the Beaver would not recover, falling to the Iowa Conference North 5-0. The Beavers would then travel to University of Dubuque on October 17th to take on the Fighting Spartans. The Spartans leapt out to a quick 2-0 lead in the first few minutes of the match, setting them up for a Beaver defeat. Marcus Nielsen would go the distance in goal with 5 recorded saves, but the Spartans would top the Beavers 6-0. The BVU women's volleyball team would host conference rivals Cornell College on October 13th. Katie Vondrack posted 8 kills and an overall hitting percentage of .294 to lead the Beavers in a losing effort. Beavers fall to the Rams 3-0. The Beavers would then host the University of Dubuque in their home finale of the season on October 20th. Katie Vondrack again turned in a match-high 11 kills, but it wasn't quite enough to give the Beavers a final home victory. The Beavers would fall to the Spartans 3-0. The BVU football team came out with high energy in their homecoming game against Cornell Rams on October 17th. The Beavers jumped out to an early lead with a 54-yard pass from Brandon Phelan to Eric Bertelson. Bertelson would have 2 touchdowns on the day overall. Bryce Meyer made a 43-yard touchdown catch to reclaim the lead in the second quarter. Zach Kaufman also provided a career-long 37-yard field goal kick at the end of the first half to strengthen the Beaver lead. Cornell kept it a close game the entire time, managing to keep the game within 1 possession going into the fourth quarter. The Beaver defense would hold strong, however, and prevent the Rams from ever regaining the lead. BVU would win the homecoming thriller over the Cornell Rams 24-17. That's about it for our homecoming sports excitement. Back to you in the studio, Lena.
Thank you, Corbett, for giving us the sports. Every year, Buena Vista University campus joins the nation in recognizing October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Following the efforts of T-shirt sales by Swopes Hall, Student Health and Student Wellness Services encouraged the BVU community to wear pink on Thursday, October 29th of 2009. Wear pink, be part of it, and show that you care. Thank you for watching UNews on the University Cable Network. Have a fun and safe fall break. We will be back with more news of Buena Vista University. Goodbye.